You are T. Who are we? You are T. Big up everybody. Love and light. Big up Sol in the chat. Big up YMY. Big up to the people. We're gonna be looking back. Too many people in the fan base getting a bit too giddy about last night's game, so we're gonna look back in last night's game and what it means. Can we learn anything from last night's game? I personally think we can't learn shit from that game because Sporting Lisbon was absolutely bobbed around that football pitch. And they could have been 5-0 down within the first half. So that's me. But a lot of United fans were celebrating and stuff like that. And I'm like, what are you celebrating? 27% possession. So we can go over the match stats and learn a little bit. I thought Sporting Lisbon played a lot better in the second half. But the first half, boy, oh boy. If that's how he's going to play, then I'm not here for it. But to be fair to Ruben Amorim, he basically clarified it at the end of the game last night in the press conference. And I've got a little bit of a press conference for you, some words that he said at the end of the game about United. And obviously he's got one more game this weekend and then he's coming to Manchester United. He's on his way to Manchester United, so it'd really be interesting. But big up to everybody. Smash a like. Big up Jarvis. Take your time. No rush. Big up. Trump can fuck him. The Harris can fuck herself. MAGA can fuck themselves. Free Palestine now. Big up Jay Patel. Yeah. Liberals can fuck themselves. The MAGA can fuck themselves. And liberals can fuck themselves as well. We keep it 100% on this channel. And all those people, all the pearl clutching liberals can do one as well. What's more worse than a genocide? What's Trump going to do? More genocide of Palestinians? They were already getting genocided under Biden and Harris. What are we doing out here? What are we doing out here, people? Let's be serious. It is what it is. So, yeah, big up. I need to see who's messaged me. Big up to everybody. Big up to the people, them. Big up to the people, them. Big up to the people, them. URT, URT, who are we? This is the URT. You are the URT. We are the URT. Let's get people in the chat, people. Let's get people in the house. So that's what we're going to be talking about. Yeah, tomorrow we're playing. Is it PAOK? PAOK. We're playing tomorrow. Pick up Alien Tenno, man. What go on, Alien Tenno? So, yeah. Hey, Peter, let me know if you want to come on. I really want to know what you thought about the game last night. Let me know if you want to jump on, if you're free to jump on. Because I would like to know what you thought about the game last night, man. I enjoyed Amorin'S last game. Hold that city, you cheaters. Big up, Mohammed. Yeah, to be fair, it was a mad game. I don't think it was a 4-1 game. I'm not going to lie to you. There weren't 4 goals to 1 better than Manchester City. The result is the result. But it didn't tell the whole story of the football game. I'm not going to lie to you, people. It didn't tell the whole game. I thought first half, Manchester City absolutely put them to the sword. I ain't going to lie to you, people. Manchester City put them to the sword. They absolutely put them to the sword. And we're going to go through the match stats. No problem. We're going to go through it. They had total control of that first half. And then second half starts. They get an equalizer. Second half starts. And City just come out half sleeping, mate. Big up. Teo, big up Norda. Did you see Glass of Celtic? Yes. Big up. Big up to my favourite football team outside of Manchester United. The one and only. The one and only. Up the fucking Celtic. Up the fucking Irish. The one and only. The greatest, the most conscientious football fans in world football. Nobody even touches them. Nobody even touches them. It's Celtic. It's Glasgow Celtic. The best fans in the fucking world, and I was so happy that they won yesterday. Honestly, I was over the moon. I was over the moon that we won. Listen, pick up to all my Southern African brothers and sisters and everyone else out there. Garnacho either play win back or he's getting shipped to Cara Blasters. Yes, Jarvis, please send him the link. It's a sign of good managerial performance. The team coming out second half looking different. Yeah, to be honest with you, he did say it wasn't anything tactically. What they did tactically is mark the central areas because City were coming through them centrally, and they made it hard for City to play through the central areas. But the goal psychologically got to City as well, whose confidence is not that great at the moment. They're not that great at the moment. They've lost the last 3 games in a row. So it is what it is. But the first half, I'm telling you, but guys, the first half was an absolute annihilation. I mean, Haaland, could have had hat-trick in the first half. Could have had a hat-trick in the first half. Could have had that clearly. If you sort of said, watch that game from minute 1 to the last minute, the idea that it was some sort of 4-1 is not, because the 4-1, if you've not watched the game, looks like a beating, and it wasn't that type of a game. It wasn't. They're 27% possession, and they camped outside their area, and they were there, especially in the first half. So City missed chances, but a lot of the fan base were all giddy and getting overexcited. And like I said, I'm so happy and I'm really appreciative to Ruben Amorim clarify that at the end of the game. Because for me, listen, it's not about the possession that a team needs to have. It's that when you give the ball like a hot potato, that's what I'm against. I'm against the fact that you can't keep hold of the ball. I'm a massive believer if you are getting overrun and getting dominated and you are camped inside your own half, you need to change something to make sure that you give your players on the football pitch a chance, and you have to have a tactic, a way of keeping hold of the ball and be able to stringing passes together. You have to be able to do that. Areola did that. Areola, they had 35% possession against Manchester City. Manchester City made some like 600, I'll have to have a look, but they made loads of like over 500 passes. And then I look at how many passes did, I can't even say the team. The Cherries. Bournemouth? Is it Bournemouth?
Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Bournemouth, yeah.
How many did they make? Bournemouth made 300 passes. And that to me is like, okay, I understand. City had the large parts of the ball, but you actually hurt them and damaged them. And they should have scored by many more goals and beaten Man City. But they kept hold of the ball. They knew how to play out. They know how to play out. So for me, where Manchester United are getting gassed and getting giddy, I'm not about that at all. I am not about that. At the FA fined Man UFC over 50,000 after receiving more than 5 yellow cards versus Chelsea. Second time this happened this season, Tottenham. Officially, Manchester United corrupt against Tottenham will take place on Thursday, the 19th December. Wow. I'm in London that night as well. If I get a ticket, I'm in London that night as well. I'm in London that night. If I get a ticket,
baby.
I'm going to be in London. So if I get a ticket, I'll be there. But anyway, here we got our man Jarvis. Jarvis, how are you?
I'm good. I'm a little bit tired today, and just a lot to do on work. But I'm always up for streaming, late night streaming. That's my favorite thing.
I'm so sorry, Jarvis. I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
We don't have to do this for a long time. We can only do quick half an hour.
No. We will make it interesting. There's so many people tuned in, and guys, smash the like, subscribe, and share on Twitter, and yeah.
What's happened? What have you been up to? What have you been doing? Have you been shoveling some of the snow? Is it snowing out there?
No. Actually, now it's raining. So now it's the next week it will be 9-10 degrees plus and raining. So all the snow will be gone again. Wow. So that's the weather. But yeah, no. Well, I had a busy day at work today. I didn't have time to grab dinner, so I went to and I had my son's football practice afterwards. So we came home late, and yeah, it's
Okay.
just one of those days.
Tiring.
But I love with the kids and the football. That's fantastic. So if you guys and girls get involved with your children's activities, that's really important. It gives so much back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big up. Listen, Mateus, I'll talk
Yeah.
to you about that. I'm gonna start that, and I'll talk to you about that.
Sorry.
Big up to you, love and light. But yeah, how did you watch the game last night?
Yeah, I did.
Harry, can you please hold some of the quotes? Just hold some of the quotes, please. Just hold them back. Not as many. Just hold them back, especially from the press conference of Rude. We'll come to them in a minute. Just hold them back, and I'll let you know when. Go ahead, Jarvis.
Yeah, I saw the game. It was a good game, but as you said, City dominated Sporting in the first half, and but second half they did some changes and actually reacted to City and got 2 early goals, and that was game set match in a way, because they are deadly on their direct play. It kind of reminds me of Klopp's Liverpool sometimes. How they ultra direct, carries the ball with great I would say punch into the opposition last third and go at it, and always serve their number 9 as the ultimate striker. So for me, I see all the fuss about Jokernes, or what's his name, Jokernes. I think that's probably the Swedish pronunciation. See a lot of people talking about him and dreaming about him will be the Man United striker, but to be honest, I think he gets a lot of chances from Sporting, and it's not about him, it's about the system. So if we are able to put this system into Man United, I think our striker will score a lot of goals. And if that's Højlund, yeah, we will see a 25-30 goal season from Højlund. I believe so. But then, Nordin, you talked about something interesting, and that was possession. And I had a look at the 442, that YouTube channel earlier this tonight, and he spoke a lot of sense about the possession game of Sporting. I don't know if you are aware, but they usually, when they go into the attacking pattern, we always talk about the MW shape, 3 in the back, two sitting, and then 5 up front. But they usually go into a different shape, a 2-2-4-2 shape. And in this shape, it's about getting the ball to the front 4 in the middle of the pitch, and they will carry it into the last third. It's not about passing. It's not about breaking down the opposition with quality. It's about progressive carries into the final third. And this is what he's doing so well. And you can see it yesterday when they win the ball. They don't pass it. They run with the ball. They run with the ball into the final third of the opposition. And this is what he wants to do. And then it's only a short pass into the striker, who will then be able to score, because the distance from the striker to goal is not far. It's 10, 15 yards at best. So this is why he gets so many goals. It's the system. He's a system player, system striker. So I'm not entirely impressed by Jokenes. He's a great guy, but we don't need him. What we need is number 10s. Number 10s in this system, that's the vital thing. Because we don't have the type of players that Amorim seeks, ball carriers. We have Garnacho, but I don't see Garnacho playing as a number 10. He can carry the ball. We have Rashford, he can carry the ball, but none of them, for me, is a player who can actually be the hybrid inside forward to carry the ball into these crucial moments. So how I see the game, for me, I think we need number 10s. And Bruno, he's not the ball carrier, he's a passer. So we actually, I think we need 2 number 10s. What do you think, Nordin? Did you realize this about Amorim tactics?
Yeah, I didn't notice that they carried. I thought the second goal was a brilliant goal. And to be fair to him, he said it wasn't a tactic. The second goal, what I liked about it, just straight from the kickoff, the way they played it back, it was a purely tactical goal. Like a very coached goal. Because the number 10 comes short, gets set, plays the 1-2 inside, and then gets on the outside. And then he absolutely did. The Kovacic, He did Kovacic with a brilliant piece of skill, and then went
Mm.
down the wing back is already overlapped, and he just played it into him. I thought City played into their hands, and they were quite open at times. One thing that I liked about last night is the intensity what they play with. But in the Premier League,
Yep.
Travis, it's very difficult to carry the ball because of the
Mm.
congestedness of the league. You know, you have to be super skillful ball carriers. You have to be you have to be like Ronaldinho level, you know, Messi level, kind of like, you know what I mean? Ryan Giggs type, you know, prime Cristiano Ronaldo type.
Especially in the central areas. It's okay,
Yeah.
you can do it on the wings, but when you're in the central
In the
areas to
center,
carry the ball, you have to be extremely. But
you have
I
to
don't
have
know.
you have to have incredibly close control. But the biggest thing is that I want Amorim to come and do well. But the point is that a lot of the fans, was I imagining it, or was a lot of the fan base getting gassed that they beat City last night?
Yes, we are gassed. We are getting giddy. Come on. We are starved. We are starved on success. And we look at this, you know, it's prime time football Champions League, and they beat Manchester City, our biggest rival besides Liverpool. 4-1. They are like demolishing them. And yeah, I think that's a good question. But yeah, we are getting giddy. I'm getting giddy. But not because of the result. It's what I'm reading about the tactics. I'm finally trying feel that I understand what he's trying to do. Understand what he's trying to do. And I would say it's a hybrid of Jurgen Klopp and possession game, because we have to be patient. So he's patient enough. So I would say the patient part is what's the guy in Marseille now? The guy we wanted.
De
Zerbi, yeah. He's a hybrid between De Zerbi and Klopp, if I can say it how I understand it. Because it's about possession game, setting traps, lowering the opposition up so you have room to run into. And then when you have the chance, boom, you run with it into the last third, and then you score goals. This is what I see. So for me, I think it's brilliant from a tactical point of view, and that's why I'm getting giddy.
No. Well, people were getting giddy on last night's results. So, Peter, big up. How are you, Peter?
Big up there now, Jarvis, chat. How you doing?
How are you, Alien? You're good?
Yeah, not too bad. You know, so, you know, how it is. I'll just say this about the game last night. Yeah.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, did, yeah. If Man City would have had Rodri in their team last night, they would have fucking destroyed Sporting Lisbon. Seriously. They would have destroyed them. Lisbon kept in Sporting, were only in the game because of Haaland's rashness in goal. He was kind of pumped up for whatever reason. You know what I mean? Haaland was, and he was like wild shooting this shit there and everywhere. But don't get, you know what? This guy Gyökeres, yeah, everyone's getting giddy about him. Yeah, one of my friends is a Coventry City fan. And when Gyökeres played for Coventry City, yeah, this fucking guy never showed up when they had their playoffs to get into the Premiership against Luton Town. Remember that? Never showed up. Yeah. So don't get giddy on Gyökeres.
No, I don't want him. I don't want him.
I don't want him.
Yeah, I don't want him. And his release clause is £83 million. You're going to waste the whole summer transfer money on him.
Nah.
But I want to go. But did you see, Pierre, were you getting giddy watching that game last night? Where people, that's what I'm talking about. By the way, I put a poll up, people, so go and get on the poll. Can you read anything into last night's game? Can you read
Not right now. I can't. Not a thing. Jarvis, chat. Not really, no. No, don't forget, you're looking at a manager who's managing the team, who's well oiled into his way of thinking. Yeah, you have to understand that. That's well oiled, as in the machine of the way he's thinking and doing things. Yeah, he's playing a Manchester City team that were wasteful, who were underpowered. Like I said, no Rodri, etc. Underpowered. They beat them. They got, you know, embroiled in the emotion of the night, which is what happened. you think this guy's going to come in this present time and transfer that emotion onto Manchester United with these mentally devoid players, then I think you're living in a fucking fantasy. Seriously. It's not going to happen. He needs, I'll say this, Jarvis, yeah, and Dino, yeah, I'll say this, yeah. He comes in, we're going to get a manager bounce, which any team does, get a manager bounce, yeah.
Mm.
2 players need to go, 2 players need to come in January for him to even think of having a basis to go off. If you think he can come in now and not get any transfers in the January window, this guy is DOA. Seriously, with this squad, he's DOA. Unless he has the balls to say to the hierarchy, you know, your bigger paid players like Rashford and all them, I'm bidding their asses and I'm going to play the youth because it's my job on the line. There's only 2 ways that can go, isn't it?
Well,
it's as simple as that. He can't do nothing with this current squad.
Well, it's going to be very interesting because the reports are they all getting a clean sweep, and that's what they all get, don't they? They all get a clean sweep, and it's rinse and repeat and recycle. But let me just get this super chat. Big up, Ben. Up the Irish. 2 concerns for Amorim is Bruno Fernandes staying. Most importantly, having only 2 midfielders instead of 3. Not a fan of 3-4-3. I love 4-3-3, but let's see. Yeah, big up, Ben. Appreciate you. A lot of people have said he's going to play that, but Jarvis, other than that in the game, for me, I was really worried for Sporting Lisbon in that first half. I mean, City missed absolute opportunities and chance after chance.
They should have betted on, not did.
Say that again?
They should have betted Sporting.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. But the second half, obviously, I thought that tactically, he said it at the end of the game. He explained it and said they were lucky. He realized that they were lucky. The goals came in the right times for them.
Yeah.
And then he also acknowledged the fact that he won't be playing this type of football at Manchester United because you're not allowed to do that. He said, we won't be playing that defensive style of football. So that gives me hope. But the biggest thing...
That's a worry to me, actually, Northern. Excuse me, sir. That's a worry when he says he can't play that type of football at Man United. We just heard that with the fucking last manager we had.
Yes, but what he's talking about is sitting behind a team and sitting there, camping out in front of your area and giving the other team the ball. So that's what Jarvis was breaking down.
What he said, he didn't want to play at that level as they did at the first half. He didn't want to bring that kind because the level of the first half from Sporting was poor. So he's not bringing that level to Man United.
Don't worry. He'll find a level on the Premiership, all right.
Yeah.
Make no mistake about that.
To be fair,
it's called relentless pressure in the Premiership.
Yeah, he said that. He said he understands the Premier League. He understands that it's a totally different kind of pressure. To be fair, he was here, wasn't he? In 2018, he was doing an internship with Jose Mourinho at Manchester United. There's photos of him coming out. So he's been to Old Trafford. He's been to the training ground, to Carrington. He did his thing under Jose. And when they asked him, are you a Pep or a Jose guy? Guess what he said? It was like a dagger to my heart, Jarvis. He says, I'm 100% Jose guy.
100% Jose. Wow.
He said 100% he's a Jose guy. And I'm like, boy, oh boy. What's going on? I think he's talking about in terms of influence, and he's talking, obviously, he's bagging up Jose, who's his Portuguese counterparts. Please, people, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Yeah, this is the Daily United, mate. Daily therapy. We're at it. The manager's not even started, and we're doing a show every day, people. Sometimes I'm doing it in the morning, afternoon by myself. Sometimes I got a guest out here. But Jarvis, you look down to the numbers. I just want to read into the numbers last night, and then we'll get some of your. I want to go and extend on the thing. What your ideas are? That is De Zerbi and Klopp kind of way. But let's get into it. So the match stats say 27%, 27% 3% possession for Sporting, 32% possession for Manchester City. Manchester City had 20 shots. Sporting had 9 shots. Shots on target. Out of the 20, only 6 were on target for City, who had 20 shots. And out of the 9 shots that Sporting had, only 6 were on target.
Right.
I don't know, the other ones might have been blocked. So for City, 6 of them that were blocked, 6 of them were off target, and Sporting, 2 of them were on target. Block shots, 1. City had 8 shots blocked. Right? So the goalkeeper saves, he makes 4 fantastic saves. Israel, their goalkeeper. Aerial duels, surprisingly, they won it. Sporting were better with a better aerial duel-wise. Fouls, they committed 8, City committed 10, and they had 1 corner to City's 11. That's the game by numbers. So the point I wanted to say is that is not something I'm going to read into. That's not something I'm going to be giddy about. That's not something that I really want to know.
You know what, Dino? Yeah, Jarvis, yeah. I went shopping today, Tesco's, no plug. Yeah. And I was talking to a taxi driver who's a Liverpool fan coming home. And he knows me, obviously, as a Man United fan. We was going on about stats and this and that. I said, you know what? The only stats that count, the stat that says you put the ball in the onion bag. That's the only stat. Because it can be Liverpool 1, Man United 0. Liverpool can have 99% of everything. But if you don't score a goal, it literally don't mean fuck all, does it? I'm being serious. It's about scoring goals. Remember the days before the Premiership, the old Division 1, Dino, and all that, when people used to actually play football instead of worrying about their GP goaling and where there was positioning. Remember how beautiful football used to be then? Forget this shit. Go on the pitch, play the game, and put the ball in the back of the net. End of. I'm not interested in stats no more. I'm done. Stats my hats. Done. Eric Ten Hag was banging on in his last game as a Man U manager. Yeah, we had more goal KP, well, whatever it fucking is, stats than West Ham. You lost the game 2-1, bitch. Fuck off, go home, goodbye. You know what I mean? That's your stats. The stat was you got beat 2-1. That's it. That's the only thing in your mind in the next game you should be worrying about. How can I put more goals in the ball in the back of the net than the next team?
That's it.
Period.
Yeah, big up. Listen, big up. Jarvis, but let's dive into it. So you think about in terms of the tactics that he uses, the team's very direct. They play with certain intensity and certain pressure. How long do you think that Ruben Amorim would be able to get his thing across? Did you read it, by the way? We're going to go into it. I'm going to pull up a little bit and I'll not translate, but I'll give you the transcripts or what he said.
Yeah.
I won't be able to show you because I don't want to get the video taken down. But I want to get on this, that he said that for the first 6 months, and this is still be an interesting piece of information for Alien Tenno, he basically said, Alien, that he's not going to watch or listen to anything about Manchester United in the first 6 months. He said he's not going to read anything. He's not going to get on social media. He's not going to look at anything. He said the first 6 months, he's going to just, boom, focus. What did you think about that, Jarvis?
I think it's easier said than done. You know, we are Man United. We have at least 750 million fans, and everybody talks about Man United. You can't pull a bag over your head and pretend we're not existing. It's not how it is. So, if Amorim can do that, I will be impressed. He has to buy one of those VR, AR glasses and put them on his head and walk with them for the next 6 months.
It's hard, Jarvis. Yeah, of course it is. It's hard to distance yourself from Man United, isn't it? It really is. Like you say, we're such a behemoth club. It really is hard. I turned around and said to this some of my friends Yeah, Jarvis Dino. I will respect Amorim as a manager if he, in January, he comes in on the 11th of November. In January, he turns around and says, I'm putting Marcus Rashford up for sale because you're not what I require. I will respect the fucking man if he does that. And that's not being derogatory to Marcus Rashford. But if this man wants to keep this job, as in a longevity manager, he's got to recognise the players that are not cutting it. Marcus Rashford has gone through 5 managers. In the back of your head, you should be thinking, do I want to be number 6? Put him on the transfer
Well, I got
list.
breaking news for you, Alien. I got breaking news for you. Manchester United are not going to spend money.
Well, this is it. This is what I'm
and
saying,
get rid of
Northern.
players.
Yeah, you've got this. Is what I said before when it first came on: sell 2 players and buy 2 players in. Marcus Rashford's one of them. Personally, I would if Amorim likes to play, excuse me, 3-4-3. Yeah, even hybrid of 3-5-2. Yeah, you've got a left-footed player there who we paid £80 million for. He's not a bum player. Although it hasn't worked out for him, Anthony, you could easily shunt him to the left wing back. Easily. Why not give him a go there? Even if it doesn't work out, what have you got to lose? It's already a player you own. So you can manipulate him into your system. And you see Marcus Rashford as a left wing back? No chance.
No, that's
literally no chance. Yeah. So this is what I said on Mick Ruby's channel at the start of the season, and Jarvis will back me up. When you're a team and a club that's in a transition period in a state of flux, sometimes you have to look at your commodities and sell them to get money in, to buy players in that will do the job what you want. The best 2 commodities at that moment in time, at the beginning of the season, was Bruno Fernandes and Marcus Rashford. We stupidly give Bruno a new contract. For me, I would have cashed them players in because that was their peak value at the beginning of the summer. Now you're going to lose value on them. This is what businessmen do. They don't think about sentimentality. They think about the commodity. I max value, sell you, move on. There's always the next. Get the next in. That's it. So Marcus Rashford, January, put him on the market, move him. What, 50 million, whatever. You know what? I would actually go to Marseille. Yeah. Can we trade Marcus Rashford for Mason Greenwood back, please?
No, it's not happening. That's not happening, Pete.
That's not going to happen, but I'm saying I would do. I cut my losses and go, you know what? Mistakes have been made. Somewhere along the line, Jarvis, yeah, somewhere along the line, Ineos have got to draw the line under the problems that's perpetuated through this club and go, okay, mistakes have been made. Yeah, we have to cut a loss. Like Luke Shaw, maybe you're going to have to buy his contract out because we stupidly gave him a contract. Yeah, like I said, draw the line. Cut your losses, get rid of them, get your game plan in your head, where you want to go forward as a club, and just take it on the chin and go, okay, next time we won't be dickheads in them decisions, will we? And that's it.
Peter, that's not going to happen. Peter, that's a pipe dream. It's not going to happen. If any players are going to be moved, they're going to be moved in the summer, but it's not going to happen. Big up to Ben for the super chat. It says, I don't want top 4 Europa. I want Amorim to get all the time he needs training. Big up the panel. Free Palestine. Finally recovered from the flu. Yeah, I'm glad you're well, man. Genuinely, I was going to ask that, but we got into the chat. We're glad that you're feeling better. So I
you know what, Dino? Yeah, right, Jav, dude. Can I just say this? Now Amorim's coming in, and we got his system. We're struggling, and obviously we're playing tomorrow night in the Europa League. I don't really give a flying fuck about that shit, like, but whatever, like. We're in the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup, which actually this season is hard to win because of the caliber of the teams that's in it. Yeah. I would like to see Amorim play youthful players in that cup to test bed his system for next season. Yeah, because you've got a condensed 8 teams in it. So basically, you got 3 games against top teams. Play your system in it. Use youth players in it, and see how it goes. It's a learning curve. You get what I'm saying?
Mm.
And I think he should do that instead of playing established players in that competition now, because the youth players like Collier, Dangle, Kobe Mainu, etc., are the ones he's looking to take him forward. So put them boys in that condensed high pressure cooker straight away and see how they work in his system. He can play, Rashford, Maguire, whatever, Johnny Evans is a red and all that crap in the Premiership. But that little micro competition now of 3 games in the Carabao Cup, I think it's a perfect opportunity for him to test bed youth players in his system. Personally, I would think.
Yep.
Yeah, big up to the people in the chat.
Big up,
I think, you know what, I'm not going to lie to you. You know how I feel about majority of these players. If you've been with now and brought in drivers, a lot of the young players, I'll be like, yeah, and I would agree with him. But Jarvis, you were saying about, can we talk about a little bit about what you were thinking, that he's a hybrid of the Zerbi and Klopp?
Serbian,
can we go into that a little bit in detail?
I can. Well, first of all, can I bring up the tactical board? I don't want to bore you to death with the tactical board, but with my limited English, I need to have something to support.
You speak perfect English, Jarvis.
Thank you.
Your English is not limited, Jarvis. Your English is not
Let me just remove the comments while I do this. I don't know if you can see this, guys, but basically plays with a 3-4-2-1 formation, as you can see here. Back 3 and 4 centrally with the wing backs, and you have the 2 10s and the number 9. So what you're trying to do is not about dilly-dallying when you play out from the back. It's about getting the ball quick up into the middle, and from there carry the ball into the last third. Just as you mentioned about shots and stats from the game, I will just show you this. This is the shots you see from Sporting, and you can see almost all the shots are from inside the box, because it's not about creating a lot of chances, a lot of shots, but it's about creating quality chances, because they carry the ball so high up the pitch, up into the opposition last third, and when you have chances, you have big chances. If you see City here, they have a lot of shots outside the box, and City are the best at this. If you look at other teams, it will be something else. So
City have to be the best at it, because they camp the most teams inside the area, so they have to take shots.
Yeah, but this is what Sporting do, and when you see the 3-4-2-1 formation, what's good with this? Because we always talk about all the big teams when they attack, they go into this MW formation, and if you see what I talk about when I mention the MW formation, I talk about this. This is the M, and you have the W up front like this. So this is all teams are doing it like this. And when you play the 3-4-2-1 formation, you can easily go this formation. You just move up your wing backs. You don't need a special John Stones coming into the midfield or the inverted fullback going in to create this shape. It's very easy for the system to move this up, to get this MW.
But to be fair, Jarvis, he does that sometimes with a centre half as well. One of the
he do, but it depends. But this is just to explain how the formation works. But when they have the ball, they usually push up, because it's special types. We have special players in this team. You have 3 center backs, 1 holding, and 2 of them try to move up and progress the ball and play it to break the lines. So
what it is, Jarvis said, in what you're saying in that formation, as United progress forward, Ugarte will hold. He won't go forward. He will hold above Yoro. You understand what I'm saying? it will then be a 3-1, 4-1.
You need this
That's how
formation
we're progressing.
when you attack with 5 and you defend with 5, basically. This is why this formation is so widely used by all the biggest teams. Arsenal do it, Manchester City do it, Liverpool do it, Barca do it, Real Madrid do it. All the big teams are doing it. They're going into the MW formation. But what I'm trying to say, you have one sitting center back, you have 2 who are trying to be progressive, you have one sitting midfielder, you have one more of a box-to-box central midfielder, you have 2 number 10s, but you have one regular number 10 who tries to find the number 9 with big passes, create play, and you have one 10 who is an inverted winger, I would say, in a way, like more wing player, dribbler and stuff like that. And
I've got to say, Jarvis,
and you have one fullback who goes to the byline and cross, and one fullback who goes inside, who cuts inside.
I think that formation you've got there, the players on the pitch, I think the fatal flaw in that is Bruno Fernandes. Personally,
I will come to that, Peter. But yeah, you are on the case.
I'm being serious. That is a fatal flaw in that combination.
When you try to break down the opposition, you go out of this shape. You move one center back up. You move one of these guys up. So you basically go with 3 in the back with the goalkeeper. You have 2, and then you go to the 4. What I talked about. You have a midfield 4, and you go into 2 strikers like this. So basically, it's more of a. Some call it the 2-2-4-2 formation, but when you move up the goalkeeper, it's a 3-2-4.
Ralph
yes.
Yes. It is. Yeah.
And the main goal is getting the ball into these guys here, the 4 who are here. Those are the guys who we want to give the ball. And we don't dilly-dally, dick around in defense, playing the ball back and forward. They are going direct. If the opposition has moved up and there's room to run into behind, that's the cue. But in Portugal, they have 59% possession in average. So it means that they do as the Serbia. They wait out, they trap the opposition, they try to lure them out, trick them out, and to create this room in behind. And as soon as they come up and then they see the cue, boom, they go out full force, getting the ball into one of these 4, and they carry the ball with them in here in this area. And then it starts to get interesting, because then you attack with full force. You have 6 men and the opposition backing down because they were high up the pitch, because we lured them out, and now they're running behind, and we have 6 men. And then it's difficult for the opposition. This is what he's trying to do. It sounds also direct, but it's about keeping possession, lure them out as the Serbia, and then go as Klopp do.
The thing is, Jarvis, your left wing back, your left wing back and your right wing back have to be pacing, which is why I said previously, try and use Anthony as a left wing back, because he's got pace. If anything, his attributes is at least pace.
Team, Peter, as best as I could with the current
exactly, with the current squad we have. Personally, that squad you had there, Jarvis, I think it's fine. I would take Bruno out and put Dangora. Serious, I'm being serious.
At the moment, what I've been looking for, because I want progressive carriers. When I look at stats, I like to look at stats. When you look at Man United, this line here is progressive carries. We have Garnacho, he is on 48. Diallo is on 28. Fernandes, Rashford. If you look at Sporting on progressive carries, you have, of course, Jokenes, 49, Trincao, Coenda, Catamo, Gonzalez. So they have carriers. They have more carriers, more options. And this is what we need. We need ball carriers from that midfield 4 to carry the ball into it. So I see, for example, a player like, as you see here with stats, Amad Diallo is on 28. He will progress that stat if we play in an Amorin'S system. Probably be on the 30 to 40% level. So
he's the best ball. He's the best secure ball carrier Manchester United.
We have. But I don't see Garnacho playing in that 10.
I just want to get this. Actually, I've been thinking about this. Big up Adewale. Big up for the super chat. He says, Menu can't play in number 8 in Amorim's system. He has to be with somebody with legs. Facts. Facts. The two guys have to have legs. The number 8 and number 6 have to have legs. Menu's more in a 10 Amorim system than a pivot.
I agree. But I thought about it, and good point, Adewale. But I don't see us having a number 6 who can carry the ball and be that guy.
It's not grew up with Kobe Manu.
You have to use Manu in 2 of the 6 just because of lack of personnel. But I agree. I would like to have Manu in that 10.
100%. Big up, though. Big up to everybody. Big up Jarvis. I've looked at it and I've been thinking about it. So Anthony's one. Masraoui is another guy that will get us in terms of the wing backs. Actually, Anthony was in training today. He was with the main group. So it looks like he's recovered and he'll be fit for tomorrow night's game. We're playing against... How do you say it's not Padan? Somebody made me
Thessaloniki. Thessaloniki. Where the Spartans come from. Thessalonia, whatever. P-O-A-K.
Yeah, P-O. That's what we say. P-O-O-K. That's what we say here, Jarvis. P-O-P-A-O-K. The biggest thing for me, I think Amorim is a young manager. I think he might shock us. I think he might not just play the 3-4-3. He might actually go with a 4 and have another different system because he alluded to it last night. I'm going to have to get better.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to improve the coach. And he's talking about, in my head, I'm thinking, is he alluding to he's going to play something different? Is he going to adapt to the players that he has for now?
Yeah, but the numerical system can be something different. But his principles will be the same as
100%.
Playing out from back transition football when we can carry the ball into the last third. I think those principles will be there with Amorim.
Yeah, big up the Pogba is 32-year-old injury-prone fella with all the best wishes. I don't want to buy Paul Pogba with quite injury-prone. Right,
Pogba's time in the sun is gone.
All our dough, so to make the best out of a bad bunch. Yeah, you'll have to maybe big up HN. You see it though. I've seen some stat the other day. Ajax or these other clubs have made a lot more money out of Manchester United because of that. So I spent a lot of money, but I reckon it's about 200 million or nearly 150 million he spent for Ajax, and apparently he could be going back to Ajax as well. That's why it's a big up to. That's why I've asked last time about.
You know what? Jarvis,
And by the way, Jarvis, I just want to say 1 second, Pete. I just want to say on your thing, Euro will not be in the middle. Euro will be on the right hand side. The Lit will be in the middle. Goes to back three.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, but I haven't seen Euro enough to be sure about it. But I think Euro's strength is recovery, and I think he will be the guy who can be sitting there and recover all the time when needed, to help us out. So I don't know.
He's a better wide defender than Diego. The Lit is terrible, Jarvis.
Yeah.
Some of the games in the Premier League this season when he has to defend wide areas, oh my God, he gets absolutely exploited. He's very good at actually reading the game, Euro, from what I watched for him at Lille. And he's very good at recovery. He's very good at recovering in terms of the pace. So that's what I see.
But as I said, Noradin, they go into this 2-2-4-2 formation at the end. So it will be more like this.
Yeah.
I don't think Euro will be the one going into midfield with Ugarte. I think that will be Martinez. But that's just me. But they will, of course, interchange. And
interchange. But I think Martinez is suspect as well. If he does go with a 3, Martinez is going to be very suspect defending the wide spaces as well. Both him and the Lit are not that quick. They're not that quick. The Lit, so when he gets going, he can be all right when he gets going, but he's not quick. And like what we call in football, over 5 yards. He's not over 5 yards. When he gets going, he can be really quick. But over the distances, covering along the distances, he can get beat. It's going to be very fascinating. I mean, I don't know when he actually starts. When's their last game? Is it this Saturday? This Sunday?
Yeah, I think he will. His first game will be the Ipswich game after the international break.
Yeah, he takes
No,
over
when his last
11th of
game,
November, isn't it? Man United.
his last game for Sporting, I mean, is it Saturday, Sunday? When is it? It's like, I don't know what day it is.
That was his last game last night at home. Norridin.
Away
Yeah,
game. He's got one more league game away.
yeah,
Playing
one more league game away. So,
yeah. So when is it? Is it Saturday or what is it? I'm just curious because
I would think so. Yeah, I mean, I've not looked at the fixtures.
yeah.
I would think.
100%. My bad.
I mean, someone said to me, you know, because I go with the supporters club to the games. Someone said to me, "Do you think at the Chelsea game, Amorim will be there?" And I said, "I don't know," but I was thinking, yeah, maybe Amorim would be giving Rude some, you know, feedback on, you know, start playing players here, there, ready for me to come. You understand what I'm saying? I don't think that happened. Obviously, Rude done his own thing. I think the game against United Chelsea was poor, really. It was entertaining per se, but it was poor. Both teams are poor. You know, considering
Were you
the
there?
amount of money Man
Were you
United
there?
and Chelsea spends, the poor, the poor.
Did you
They
go to
are.
the game, Pete? Were you there, Alien? Did you go to
Yeah,
the
that was at the game, the Chelsea game. Yeah, yeah,
I give it a miss, man, and I'm so glad I did. Big
yeah.
up Adewale here through the super chat. He says
There you
a perfect partner for Gatti would be touching riders. Oh yeah, plenty of
Reinders,
pace,
Reinders,
very
yeah.
technical player. He said, yeah, you're 100%. Riders will be. Riders was balling out at the Bernabeu last night, balling out. He was by far the best player on the football pitch last night for AC Milan. And yeah, he was doing what he did, but I don't know.
You know what, Dino, right? Yeah, Jarvis.
I
Yeah,
do like that guy though. I do like Riders. What a player!
one of my brothers is a season ticket holder at Liverpool. Yeah, he pinged me last night after Liverpool destroyed the unbeaten Bayer Leverkusen. Yeah, he goes, "You do know we're going to win the treble, don't you?" And I was like, "Shit, yeah." At this moment in time, I don't think anyone's going to stop you, Liverpool. I really don't. And the best is yet to come from them.
You're not winning the treble. No.
I'm telling you, Jarvis, the best is yet to come from Liverpool, man. I'm telling you.
Well, we've seen this movie before, a new manager coming in and doing well, but it takes a little bit of time for the opposition to figure out the tactics of the manager and where the weak points are, and he will struggle coming into the second half of the season. We saw it last season with Postecoglou, for example. You know, it's difficult because these are not the idiots. You know, these other managers, they know how to break down the opposition, and Liverpool will struggle. And then I think also they have a little bit of a thin squad when it comes to quality in certain positions, like Salah, for example. It's very hard to replace a player like him. He's involved in 60%.
Jarvis, Liverpool wanted their old boy Alonso after being unbeaten by Leverkusen. Yeah, and they just smoked him at Anfield.
Yeah, let me just get this.
Seriously, they smoked him.
Alien Tenno, you will get. We'll clip that and make sure that you get the credit if Liverpool do win the treble. I fucking will not be here for that. But anyway, big up your brother. It's interesting. You're the black sheep of the family. You're the only one who's a United fan. That's interesting. But
6 brothers, guys. 6 brothers. Yeah, and all Liverpool fans, and I'm the only Man U fan.
Where are you, Alien? Where are you in that? Where are you in the?
I'm the baby of them as well.
Wow. Just to wind them up, Alien. Is that what it was? To wind them up?
Well, I got protection from my mum, didn't I? You know what I mean?
Bless your mum, Mo. Bless your mum. Listen, big up. I'll just say this. But Nuruddin, why shouldn't we be gassed? The coach whose team beat our biggest rival 4-1 is our new coach. Do you think United fans should be aware of a frown? No, I'm not asking you to wear a frown. I'm just saying to you that you can't read anything into that. then if he's gonna play like that, the way he played last night against Man City, they were in serious trouble. But luckily, he clarified it at the end. He clarified it at the end, and he basically said, "No, I'm not gonna play like that at Manchester United. I'm gonna be that defensive. I'm not gonna be that toothless." Because the first half an hour, 40 minutes, honestly, it was all Man City. It was one-way traffic.
Yeah, they battered them.
They were getting bombarded, and their keeper made 2-3 really good saves.
Bucharest had one chance, didn't he, where he tried to chip Edison, didn't he? Remember the first half?
Don't get it twisted. I love the second goal straight after halftime, straight from the kickoff. That was a brilliant goal. And that's a way of playing, you know, the patient way they play. And then straight away, boom, one skill. Everybody's running, like Jarvis talking about. They go direct to goal. And they play that pass. Nobody tries to mess about, you know. So that this Bruno business, we're going to go into Bruno into a minute. He has to get the board out again, Jarvis. Can you get the board out for us, please? The tactical board. We're
Get the board out, Jarvis. Come on.
And if Bruno is not making those passes, Jarvis,
no.
So just show them how direct. Let's recreate the goal.
The
second goal. Let's recreate it as we remember it.
Oh yeah. Well, you mean the goal in the beginning of the second half?
Yeah, from the kickoff. Yeah, second
from
goal.
the kickoff. Yeah. Wasn't it one ball carrier from the left side who carried the ball in?
No. It was the goal where the number 10, where Bruno is now, the number 10, basically come inside, play the 1-2 with a wing back. He got the ball back on the halfway line. Then Anthony would have sprinted all the way past him in the 18-yard area, and then he gave it to Anthony for one-on-one of the keeper shot, and then they scored that goal.
Yeah, that goal.
Well, Anthony more central. He basically came in through the middle. So Anthony made the run in the middle, not out wide, directly in line where Mainu is, and he ran. And then the number 10 played the ball to him one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and he put it through the goalkeeper's legs. You have to play that pass. We saw the first goal. The first goal was the kid that is in Amad Diallo position, and he basically saw the space. One thing about Gorkers is that he opened up his body to show him, here's the space. And Man City left him with that youngster, you know. They left that wide space with the youngster, and he bullied the youngster, held him up. And I did think he mean it. They were a bit harsh on him in the UK. He did mean it, kick it into the ground. Lots of strikers do that tactic now because they know the goalkeepers can't set and can't save it. When you kick a ball into the ground, the ball is going all over the place. It's not going, and goalkeepers are usually set for the straight shot. So yeah, it was a brilliant finish from him.
Yeah.
But I'm not.
I sent you the tactical board sharing if you want to move it. But I prepared it for the defensive play because I heard you guys talk. Now you can.
So basically, what happened is this. So there was ball from the kickoff. So get everything here. The ball from the kickoff. So they were here. The number 10 was a bit here, and they kicked the ball up here, played it back. They went 1, 2, 3. The ball went here. Number 10 was in the inside, played it to him, and then the number 10 then ran over here and went on the other side, and then he got the ball back. And as he made his way, Anthony would be sprinting past him like that. And by the time he just play the ball.
So he underlapped in a way.
He underlapped. And then the ball was just shot from their goal. But the shape that they had, for me, in the second half was a really lot better than in the first half. Because in the first half, Man City were coming through them at will. So if you take Anthony back here, right, bring here, they were coming through them because these two guys were coming in a little bit central. They were basically coming in because the guys were staying out high wide, and City were just playing football around here. They were cutting through them, pressing. City did a very aggressive press on the back four. That's where the goal came from. Foden's goal came from, and they were winning the ball back here. They were just playing really sharp football. In the second half, as soon as they came out, everything became a bit tighter, like really tighter. They came in a little bit. These two guys came in a little bit. the wing backs, and and then the 2 number 10s dropped in a little bit more.
Yeah.
So they did that. They basically had that kind of square. You know what I mean? That kind of square that you talk about, Jarvis. Like where
the box midfield.
The box midfield. Yeah, that's what they had. But then when they got the ball, they went straight direct, like runners playing the ball. Like they went straight away, and obviously he is going at every minute. Like he's just looking for that ball. So yeah, and I actually think that Man City defense underestimated that Gorgor's kid because they kept leaving him 1-on-1. Like he's the hottest striker, one of the hottest strikers in world football at the moment, and they left him. They left him.
Yeah. They did. Although I'll say this, guys, to be fair, it wasn't Manchester City's best team, though, was it? You know, Stones wasn't playing. Obviously, Rodri was out. Kyle Walker didn't start. This and that. I'm not making excuses for them because I'm glad. I wish they had got beat 8-0, but it wasn't their best team. City don't function without Rodri. I think that's obvious for everyone to see now, and I think that's an exploit that everyone will see.
I think Kone made his the youngster we bought in the summer from Mali. I think made his debut tonight. I think he might have made his debut for the under-18. So big up to him.
Cool. Big up, Yola. Big up.
You know what, Dino? When I have this chat and chats, now what makes me excited for Amorim? I don't care about the season. I don't care what happens. We can get smashed to pieces for the rest of the season. The only thing I care about now is us not getting relegated. That's it. I don't care, right? We've got a manager that's coming in with a lot of potential. And you know, Dino, yourself and Javish, we've got some really, really good youngsters on the cusp of coming into this team. They're just not quite ready yet, and I don't want them to be thrown into the lion's den. Now, Kobe Menu got thrown into the lion's den. He kind of held his own, but now he's starting to lick his wounds a bit because it's such demanding pace that you have to, live to. But we have brilliant players coming through: Dan Gore, Shea Lacey, Aria Mass, Wheatley, just to name a few. We've got some fantastic players. And this is the manager, I personally think, who can take them to the first team level. I really do.
But guys, I have a question. Now we have run through the tactics and we have a gist of what we can expect. And you said results is not the end all and be all for going for the rest of the season. But what are we looking for? And what type of players do you think we need to bring in for this to function with our current squad? Because it won't be an overhaul because we don't have the money. We know we don't have the money for an overhaul. So we talk about two players at the most, I would say. Now,
players
in January or this summer. I don't see us signing.
It's possible, January.
Unless we get a big sale on Casemiro and Rashford, or I don't know it, but I think it's difficult.
Sell Rashford by Gyökeres.
Yeah, but okay. So you won't bring in Gyökeres. That's your guy.
Not for me.
Get the system to function.
Not for me. Not a new toy. Not for me. But that's Peter's opinion. Who do you want?
The reason why I say that, Dino, is this. Obviously, Gyökeres is played on the Amorin'S, so he kind of knows him.
Anthony played on the Ten Hag.
Yeah, well, I don't think that. I mean, I don't mean this in a bad way to Marcus Rashford. I don't. I just think the guy is lost at Man United now. He's lost. We just need to sell him for his own good, not just for Man United's good, for his own good. So if you're going to sell a player of Marcus Rashford's ilk, if you can get at least 60 million for him, and I think that would be the best you get for him now. Buy a player that your new manager knows then I think that's a fair trade, personally, for me.
Well, the problem with selling Rashford, Peter, I will tell you, it's one thing, because we don't have a full depth when it comes to our strikers. We have Højlund. I think he will fit perfectly into this system. But who else do we have? We have Xerxes, and the problem with Xerxes,
No
he can't
pace.
carry the ball.
He's got no pace.
Can't carry he can't carry the shirt. You know, that's his problem. And that's we only left with Rashford as our striker option, I would say. At least Rashford can carry the ball and he has pace. He don't have the massive strength as a ball, as you see with Højlund and Jokenes, but at least he can run with the ball. So I would say our only option at the moment is Rashford as our backup striker. How I see it, I don't see Xerxes doing that role, especially in an Amorim system. I don't think he fits. The only way I see Xerxes going in is like a number 10. But for me, I would like to bring in one central defender midfielder, because I don't think Casemiro can be used, because he can't carry the ball. He don't have the legs. Same with Eriksen. So we need a player like, and I would like to bring in, splash the cash, Barella, because I saw Inter today. Inter play in this 3-5-2 system, but in a more disciplined way. But I think he would be a perfect DM in our system. And I would Barella from Inter.
Barella, oh my God!
Yeah,
oh my God!
He's fantastic.
He's my player, Javis. You're talking about one of my favorite midfielders.
He can carry the ball. He's fantastic on the ball. He can recycle the ball and all of this.
We have a player that can already do that. It's called Dango.
Jarvis, we bought a guy called Mason Mount. We could have got that. We could have spent the same money and got Barella. Let that sink in. Could have got Barella for 60 million.
Yeah.
And the second I would bring in, if I had two signings, we need a left wing.
That's what I said. Yeah. You know the guy who would be Davis at Bayern.
Yeah.
He's good. He's good.
Yeah.
But you got to know the Amorim system. He wants one of the fullbacks, wingers, to be going to the byline and cross, and the other one to underlap, go inside the pitch, run with the ball. So what we have on the other side, we have Masraoui and Dalot, I would say. Both of them are more of a going to the byline cross. I would say maybe Masraoui is more cutting inside, but how to get the right balance into the squad, that's the difficult thing.
You know what I want? You know what, Dino Jarvis, you know what I really want to buy? Players that actually want to play for Man United.
But there's been a rotten culture set by the bankers.
That's it. I don't care about the name. I just want players who want to play for Man United. Maybe this is the soft reboot that we're going to get with Amorim and, the quarter-sexual thing. You know what I mean? But that's what we need, is players that want to play for Man United. I don't care the name, who they are. Just, see the shirt. You want to know, mate? Yeah.
Peter,
okay.
My left back choices is Ole Einar at Nottingham Forest, Milos Kerkez, and Estupiñán. I would say those are the three more realistic.
My left back choice is Ari Amas, who's already there at Man United.
My left back is Fernandez at Benfica. Played quite
decent tonight. That's it. But the thing is, guys, you've got players there. We've developed youngsters who were on the cusp of coming into the team. This is what I said before about when Amorim comes in, and we've got that little micro competition now of the Carabao Cup. We're away to Tottenham, and we've got all the top teams left in it. This is his chance to blood them youngsters and go, okay, in this little microcosm of a competition now, show me what you can do. And if you can pull it off and you can do it, then maybe I don't need to buy a left back or a right winger or this and that, because you're going to prove to me you can do it. And you know what I mean? But the one thing that we do need is an outright goal scorer. I don't care. Rasmus Højlund is not the man. He's not going to be a 20 season goal scorer, 20 goal a season goal scorer. He's not going to do it. He is not going to do it. He's not that. He hasn't got it.
I think he has the potential to be. I think what we are looking at when we see Viktor Gyökeres, I think we are seeing what we want Højlund to be in a couple of years. But he's so young yet, you know, he will be inconsistent in the way he plays. Sometimes he's fantastic. Sometimes you don't even see him on the pitch, and I think that's the problem. But I think we'll give him time as we are giving Amorim time. We must give a couple of these players a little bit of time.
Well, of course, Jarvis, give him time. When your ex-striker, Danny Welbeck, has more goals than your main striker, and the story, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a good point. But yeah, but I think a striker will be too expensive. As when you're talking about Gyökeres, I think we're talking about 100 mil. At least. I mean,
he's not worth 100 mil. Gyökeres, no way.
More. And we are talking about maybe 300K a week. So, yeah.
No. This is what I'm saying about promoting the youth. What are you going to lose? Amorim might as well play the youth. Look, let's look at it from this viewpoint. If we get beat against POAK tomorrow, that means we've still got 3 games left in the Europa League. Amorim comes in. We've got the Carabao Cup. Perfect opportunity to assess your youth players and go, right now, I'm going to put you in the system I want. Show me what you can do.
Yeah.
You're in the pressure cooker anyway. The thing is, guys, you've got the youth players. Are you going to make the grade? Irrespective of a new manager, the point is somewhere along the line, these players need to take the next step to be on the top level, to reach at the top table with the big boys. Give them the chance to do that.
Yeah.
Put them in there. Give them the chance. Blood them. This is it. You think you're good? We'll see that.
Let me just tell the people, if you not like the video, we're not even 100 likes. Let's get to 100 likes. Pete, he said, we asked the question, can we read anything into last night's game? 68% say yes, 32% say no. So it looks like I'm losing the poll because I'm like, you can't really read anything into it. And it looks like the URT army are like, no, we're reading into it. They beat City 4-1. Like, you've not even watched the game properly.
Reading and taking notes.
Taking notes, yeah. Big up.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, we're going to leave it there. It's been a long day, long night. I'd like to big up Jarvis, Bowley 77, man like Rick Astley himself, aka Bowley 77. You can hear him Monday night, 9 o'clock on Man UFC Realist TV. Brilliant show, 2-hour show with Stu, Pepe, and the rest. Big up to Tom. Tom's back. I spoke to him a little bit yesterday. He's had a fabulous time in Sri Lanka. Yeah, he's had a ball. He balled out. And it was good to hear from him. And yes, Ruben Amorim was his number 1 choice.
Mm-hmm.
So Tom got his man. And I said, if anything goes wrong, we're all going to blame Tom.
Yes. Tom's dead. No, then, innit? You know, if Ruben Amorim fucks up, Tom, come here.
Listen, big up. I need a 4-hour show. God, bloody hell. Not doing a 4-hour show. We might do it one day for charity. We might do a 24-hour. Well, we might do,
I've done a couple of 3-hour show on Jarvis's Corner, but that's the limit. 3 hours, then you're streamed out. Yeah.
There we go. Never gonna give you up.
Never gonna Rick rolled, innit?
Big up. Listen, he wrote a book in it. He wrote a book, Rick Astley. He's telling the world about
Rick rolled.
So big up to him.
Newton the Willows, he comes from. Rick.
I told you Tom wanted Amorim is his new guy. Yes, he's his new guy. So big up to Alien Tenor. Alien Tenor, listen, tell me about your channel when you live usually.
Just Alien Tenor and fellow Willis Stella. I'm supposed to be at the game tomorrow, but I can't go. I have to go to the hospital. A lot of people don't know this. So here's the first. I have 2 types of lung disease, actually.
Ooh.
COPD and bronchiectasis. So tomorrow at 6 p.m. I got a message today that I have to go for a resonance scan. You know, the big donors. At 6 p.m. tomorrow. So which means I can't go to the game. So okay, I can't go to the game. Whatever.
We're really sorry to hear that, man. Bloody hell.
It's my own fault. I used to smoke cigarettes. Don't be dickheads, people, and smoke cigarettes.
So you got them, they're not hereditary. You got them from smoking cigarettes, yeah?
Yeah, 2 types of lung disease, yeah. So that's the way life gets. That's the choice you make in life, people. You live by the mistakes you make. That's life.
Pete, I know a guy you can call. Who can help you with that. Dodgy Dave.
Ghostbusters.
Dodgy Dave, he has those inhalers.
There you go. Dodgy Dave and the quarter sexuals will sort Alien Tenno out. He's got the dodgy inhaler. Do you have any inhalers? So what happens when you get an attack? You can't breathe, wheezing, yeah?
Well, can you see my hand?
Yeah. Oh shit.
Oh. See that? Yeah. That's what it is. Yeah, I am constantly on steroids to help me breathe. And I've when I go to sleep at night, I have to use what's called a CPAP machine to help me breathe because I can. I've been registered at stopping breathing 17 times an hour, which means I could die. Like so, I have to do that. But what steroids does, it destroys the collagen in your skin. So I could literally just touch something like I did today, and that's what happens to you. That's why my voice sounds a bit croaky and thingy. But it is what it is. I don't care, I've had, oh, fuck it, man. I've had a good life. I'm 60 years old. I've lived a great life. I've abused myself, and that's my own fault. Little kiddies died. With 6 months old, this and that. So don't bitch, crack on with it. You know what I'm saying, guys? That's life.
Yeah, but listen, I hope the appointment goes well. Have you tried?
Yeah, well, cheers, everyone.
Yeah, listen,
it is what it is.
Everybody's sending Alien lots of love, man. Peter.
Yeah, I don't want sympathy. I don't want tears and sympathy.
Sent me a message. He said he found the perfect cure: copium.
Yeah, copium.
Copium, the perfect cure.
The perfect cure for me, although it's never going to happen, is Man City and Liverpool getting relegated and Arsenal in the same season. Fuck me, man. What about it? Look, guys, look, the end of the day, we're all human. We're all going to die, and that's it. That's life. What you got to do is enjoy your life. You can bitch and scream and kick all the way from birth to death, but that's the outcome. It's how you lived in between. That's it.
Yeah. Big up to everybody.
I thank everyone's kind comments, and even if people say, you know what, fat boy, fucking die, I don't care. They don't mean that for me. It is. I've done it to myself by smoking cigarettes. That's what happens.
That's the pressures of life as well. Sometimes, people smoke cigarettes, because they pick up a habit from friends, and then the pressures of life, and you cope with anxiety. That's what it is, and they fucking addictive. So fuck the fucking manufacturing fucking companies who make cigarettes.
That's it.
Fuck them.
You crack on there. Don't worry.
Yeah. Listen, top man. Love to you, Pete.
So we go. So
I hope it goes well. Tomorrow.
Yeah. I just hope my belly can fit in the donut.
It can fit anything, Pete. Trust me. They got big machines at the hospital.
Yeah. They're gonna need them.
Nah, they got big machines, man. Trust me. They can fit 5 people in there. No problem. Trust me, you get older, Pete's age, it will affect your body and mental health heavily. Yeah, it will.
Yeah. Always be yourself. That's my lesson in life. Always be yourself. Whatever life throws at you, whatever adversity throws at you, always be true to yourself. That's it.
There you go, people. And with that, all the pearl clutching liberals out here who are like, why did she lose? Why did it? Listen. Whether you're the blue party or the red party, the rest of the world's getting bombed. Genocide will continue, regardless.
That's it.
Whether it's Democrat or Republican, they're going to murder people. They're going to bomb people.
Yeah, of course they are.
If somebody's racist, I like them to let me know they're racist so I can avoid them.
How does the song go, Northern? We're all living in America, Coca-Cola, somebody's war.
There you go. There you go.
That's it, man.
There you go. So it is. So everybody can do one, but the genocide will continue, and I hope it's up to the rest of the countries, the rest of the world, innit, and what they do about Trump victory. But one thing I will say, you can't vote for somebody because they're a woman or because they're black. They have to offer something to the working class and the poor in that society to be able to get their votes. It's not up to those people to vote for people. It's for the politicians to make their case and so well that people do get off their ass and vote for them. And I'm afraid we need to dismantle the system. We need to dismantle that empire. That empire, since the end of the World War, has murdered, they reckon, over 50 million people around the world. So, for me, fuck Trump, fuck Kamala Harris, fuck the Dems, fuck the Republicans, fuck the fucking empire.
Fuck Starmer, fuck fucking the Tories, fuck Boris fucking Boghead. Fuck them.
Fuck them all. Free the people. Free the land. Free Palestine, free Lebanon, free Haiti, free anywhere where people, Sudan, take where people are oppressed. Free all the working class and the poor people around the world. Free them. Free them.
You know what, Dino? Free Israel from the fucking Zionists that rule it. Free them.
Yeah, that's what we say as well. Fuck the Zionism. Big up Mateo. Big up the greatest football fucking club on the planet in terms of solidarity. Up the fucking Glasgow Celtic. Free Palestine.
Fuck the
Free Palestine. Fuck Zionism.
Free the human race. Free us.
Exactly.
Free us from the rich.
Exactly.
We're sick of being fucking slaves to them.
We need to eat the fucking rich. That's what we need to do, people. Go old school. Like Peter will start it. Carve them out, Peter.
Sorry, man.
Big up to everybody for watching. And yeah, let me just get to the final poll. Please, those of you watch this video, please like the video. So 69% of you said, yes, we can read into last night's game. 31% of you said no. So that's nearly 90 people have voted. So it is what it is. I've lost another vote. I've lost that. I keep losing these polls. But it is what it is, people. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's a democracy. It's a real democracy out here, people.
You know what you should do, Northern? Here's the poll you could win. Should we put Alien Tenno on a diet?
No, because Alien Tenno is himself. He ain't doing no fucking dieting. He's gonna eat what he wants, mate. Because life is too short for that shit. Am I right, Alien?
Yeah. There is. So we crack on. Hey, tomorrow's another day, guys. That's it. Tomorrow's another day.
You'll be back in time to watch shitty Manchester United against PAOK. I want us to get
you know what, Dino? Jarvis, I donated me ticket to the United Foundation. Now, so we're underprivileged kid can, at least go to the game and watch it. Yeah, and when you think about it, if we get beat, I was like, fuck me, I'll give that kid another show.
Surely United have got to win for that kid. Big up to that kid, wherever he is. He eats what he wants. He eats what he wants. That Alien Tenno, he eats what he wants.
You know what, Dino? Yeah, right. Dino, Jarvis, look at me face, see how red it is. My face.
Yeah.
If you've got lung disease, that's called moon face.
Fucking hell.
Because you're on steroids constantly. So you have what's called a bloom about you, which is a red bloom, it's like I've been in the sun all the time. Although I haven't. It's called moon face through steroids.
Yeah, listen, you've lived a good life, like you said, mate. Anyway,
Do you know how hard it is when you're on 30 milligrams of steroids a day not to eat the fucking cupboards off the wall?
Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. I had a friend of mine who had a stomach ulcer problem, and he used to be on steroids, and he used to balloon, and then sometimes come back to his natural. He was actually a really good striker. Big up to Wayne out there, Wayne. What a striker he was. He could strike a ball. He used to run through, smack that ball, mate. So, big up to Wayne.
There you go.
Take care,
That's
people.
life. So, moral of the story: don't smoke cigarettes.
This is it. Fuck the fucking cigarette companies, the bastards. Fuck them. Jarvis, big up to you.
Big up.
Alien
Big up.
Tenno,
Big
Stella
up.
with a Stella,
Guy.
Jarvis Bowling 87. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, there we are, people.
Jarvis, ping. Noted my number, so
Yeah,
he can get me on WhatsApp. Yeah,
I'll do that. I'll do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big up to you. Love and light, people. Take care.
Cheers, all.
Take
Peace.
care. And no vaping as well, teenagers. If you're watching, you know what you smoke in the pen. Yeah,
100%.
horrible. Fuck the GCSEs. That's you know what that is, Jarvis? That is like the high school qualifications.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Listen, no exams make you determine who you are as a human being. So fuck
Yeah.
the fucking exams. Yeah.
Fuck exams.
Exactly. Love and light.
Fuck
people.
them.
Big up to all of you. Love. It's been a great stream. Good night.
Cheers, guys.